Hello, this is Ron with Rising Sun Properties. This is another property in Kobe in the Nishi-Maiko area. As I stated in another video, it's a good place to consider if you're looking in Kobe. This home is 13.8 million yen, 2-story 5DK, built in 1972, 146 square meters building, 286 land. About a 5-minute walk from the closest station. So it does have a bit of a yard and some outdoor area. The seller is giving a 1 million yen discount quote to use for renovations. So to be honest, that's a bit of a red flag. Seems like they want to sell it pretty badly. There are some issues, and an inspection of course would uncover the full details of that. Mainly on the second floor. There's a floor that was pretty soft. But overall, not a bad property in a nice quiet neighborhood in Kobe with plenty of space. Here's the outdoor garden area and the Genkan entrance. Shoebox, of course. It does need some renovations for sure. As you'll see in the kitchen, and probably, the walls need replaced and fix those shoes. Been in Japan too long. Plenty of sunlight coming into the home. Here's the entrance again from the Genkan into the living room. You can see the walls are dated, a little bit dirty. That's not a lot of work to replace those. It does have a dated feel. There's an aircon there, not sure if it's working. And would definitely recommend replacing it. Usually those are good for about 10 years. Here's a patio. Some hand railings there. Down the hallway into the kitchen. All the doors seem to be working okay. So that's a little bit dated, could use updating. Kitchen's fine the way it is. It's electric, but might want to update as well. A door coming from the living room into the kitchen. And here's a look underneath. Just a quick peek. Doesn't look horrible. Don't see a lot of, rot or termite damage. So that's a good sign. It's on concrete. Again, I'm not an expert and something that an inspection would uncover, but I do look when I can, and this looked to be, in fairly decent condition. One of the tatami rooms across from the kitchen. Kind of that older stucco wall. This one is green. Some people like that aesthetic because it gives it that Japanese feel. You can see kind of wear and tear on the home. Tatamis can be replaced, not too expensively. It depends on what quality of tatami you want. The shoji doors, very Japanese style. Those all lift up to let in more sunlight, and you can actually get different kinds of paper to let more or less light in, depending on what you're looking for. Has this hallway onto the patio. That's where we were looking when we first started the video. Very common kind of hallway from the patio and the yard area. So the yard definitely has a lot of potential. Closet space. The second tatami room on the first floor. Plenty of room if you're wanting a larger home. You know, some of these are too big for people. It's kind of a lot to manage, or, you know, maybe it's just a couple with no children. Spotted some handprints from when they installed the ceilings. A look down the hallway back towards the front. And here is the toilet. Okay the way it is, but might want to replace the toilet. A place to put your washing machine and bathroom sink here. Got a heater and fan installed. See that a lot in the onsens. Nice to have during the summer. Baby pink, there it is in all of its glory. Would probably want to be replaced, this bathroom, but looks to be functioning the way it is, and does have the electric bath options to autofill and reheat the bath. Up to the second floor. And this room off to the left is the one with the soft floors. There's a second toilet, which is nice because a lot of Japanese properties do not have two toilets. That is a must for a lot of people. So this is ready to go with two toilets. So yeah, this floor was a bit soft.
Oh, this room's
Don't know what you saw my foot kind of go through right there. Don't know what's going on exactly underneath, but it's something that you definitely would need to take care of one way or another. Again, this has a 1 million yen discount to be used for renovations. How much renovations would be, not really sure. As long as the roof doesn't need to be replaced. Second floor balcony, water hookup there. Look off into the city. These all had shutters on them. I had the shutters open for the viewing, but you know, they slide out into place if you're going to be gone for a long time, or if there's a typhoon coming. Here's the second room, tatami room on the second floor. These floors didn't seem as soft, so that's a good sign. Plenty of closet space like always. And a look out onto the balcony. Some Japanese engineering. These are the shutters. The older ones are wood and some of them are steel, the newer ones. That's the Bamboo Forrest out to the back of the property. We did check and it's not for sale. There's actually 3 owners that own it, which could be good. It means nobody's probably going to be building there, and does give it a very Japanese feel looking out on it. Again, pretty quiet neighborhood. You see some dust flying around. No one's lived in the property for a while. There's the shutters that are now shut. The balcony, yeah, it didn't seem super solid, but not gonna fall through or anything like that either. So this is probably the property line right where you see that the wall, concrete wall, so does give us some protection. Outdoor place to hang your clothes, but again, pretty dated and old. Quick walk around the property. Neighbors are close, but not, 2 inches away like some homes are. And there you can see the shutter shut. That is a property available here in Kobe. We are a licensed real estate agent. If you have any questions about this property or others, please reach out through email or my phone number. I'm also on WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Have a great day.